Hey guys, it's Brian. So today I want to do a demonstration of my Casablanca Panama ceiling fan that's hanging here in my kitchen. I just installed it yesterday. It's got an Intelitouch wall control. It's a K55 Emerson motor. It's got the Generation 2 hang true canopy with a fan lifter. And there's the serial number. It's ED19708, which is May 19th of 1994, fan number 708. And that is a official Casablanca Spotlight kit. I got this fan in the Akron Habitat meetup that we did yesterday with John Reed and Jonathan Finn. Shout out to you, John Reed. I love this fan. Has a lot of sentimental value attached to it. And there's a story behind that. When I was a kid, specifically when I was a baby, we lived in a house that my parents bought shortly after they got married. And they lived in it for a few years before I was born. And in 1987, when they bought the house, they bought a white Panama to put in the kitchen. And I believe that was a Panama 5. But it had Intelitouch with flick mode. And I remember when I was a baby, I would be sitting in my high chair in the kitchen trying to play with the wall control because the wall control was literally right where the high chair was. Big mistake on my parents' part. That's probably how I got into fans, to be quite honest. But then when we moved out of that house, we took that Panama with us and replaced it with a cheaper ceiling fan. I don't even remember what it was, to be honest. And then they put that Panama in their master bedroom in our second house. So growing up in that second house, I have a lot of memories of playing with that fan and learning everything about it and how it works. So I know that it was a 1987 Panama because it had flick mode. You'd turn the power switch on the W11 control and the lights would come on. So definitely a flick mode fan from 1987. So I decided that I wanted a white Panama for my kitchen because of the memories that were attached to that fan hanging in the kitchen. Not so much in the master bedroom. I mean, in the master bedroom, it was, yeah, those were good memories too, but my favorite location for that fan was definitely in the kitchen. And it had the pointed tip blades. They weren't the rounded tip because this is a newer fan, so it's pretty much the same thing. It's really makes no difference to me. But anyway, let's go ahead and demo it. This one has a W32 wall control. People are telling me it's actually a W31, but there's really no difference between the two controls. It's the same thing. So we're just going to call it a W32. So we're going to put it on demo mode. And for those of you who don't know how to do demo mode on a Casablanca, here's how you do it. Power, fan, light, fan, light, fan. And when it makes that tone, you know that it's demo mode. It cycles through the light settings. First 3 speeds. Then it dims the lights again. Next 3 speeds. This is the highest speed. Does reverse. You can hear the clicking of the relay up in the motor. Excuse me. And it shuts it off. And the light goes off. So that's pretty much what demo mode does on these fans. So now that we've done demo mode, I'm going to cycle through the speeds and the light settings. So we're going to power on. And then to get the dimmest light setting, you hold the light button down when you initially turn the power on. So There's on the dimmest setting. And by the way, these are 4 40-watt incandescent bulbs that I'm using in this fan. So we'll brighten the light. That's the brightest setting. Shut the light off. And we'll do the fan starting on the lowest speed. Beautifully graceful low speed. This is what we would call restaurant speed. Then speed number 2. This is about a normal low speed for a K55 fan. It does move a gentle breeze on this speed. You don't really feel too much. This is more of a aesthetic speed. And then the third speed is like a medium low or a normal low on a lot of standard ceiling fans. So this is where you feel a pretty gentle breeze coming off of this fan. So if I was trying to move air around but have the fan low enough that it doesn't blow things all over the place, this is probably where I'd have it at. Especially when I have my baseboard heat on in the winter, I'd have this on reverse on this speed. Speed number 4 is about a medium. This is a good speed. Definitely moving some air. There's speed number 5. This is about a medium high. And the blades are a little bit out of clock. Out of clock. I think it's partially the flywheel, partially blades, but it really doesn't, it's really not that bad. So I'm not worried about it. It doesn't wobble at all. Putting out a strong breeze. And we'll go to high. And now on this speed, this thing just cranks out air. I mean, I'm telling you, you can't beat the airflow from a K55 Casablanca unless you have an original. Probably about the only thing that's stronger than a K55 Emerson or a original is an industrial fan. But these Panamas, really any K55 Casablanca, some of the most expensive residential fans you can buy, but definitely worth the money. Originals would be right up there with them as far as price, maybe a little bit less expensive. But as far as air movement, this is probably second to an original. Absolutely cranking out air. I love this fan. And this is what I need for a room like this, because this room gets pretty hot in the summer with all these windows. And the air conditioner here definitely helps, but that's pointing more into the living room. So what this fan will do is suck up the cold air from that and distribute it throughout the kitchen when I run it in reverse. But most of the time I have it in downdraft just because I like the airflow directly down when I'm eating, or, you know, just chilling at the kitchen table. So go ahead and shut her down. And I'm not going to run it on reverse because there's just no point to that. But this motor has great bearings. You don't hear any noise from them. They're in really good shape. So it's good to go. Anyway, that's my Casablanca Panama from 1994 that I have installed in my kitchen. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching, more videos to come.